You can lose 120 pounds and still be in pain every day. At 52, I was lifting heavy, eating clean, and still couldn't stand up without bracing my thighs until I fixed one thing, and the results were mind-blowing. I wasn't just lighter, I felt free again from joint pain, from stiffness, from fatigue. In this video, I'll share how to do exactly that. To start with, it is really important to define your intentions or goals. So in the last 30 days, I started focusing on my strength and mobility. I worked out with a physical therapist trainer for 30 days. We focused on mobility and functional strength, not to impress anyone, but to reclaim what pain and time had stolen from me. And those 30 days changed everything. This wasn't about chasing a number on the scale. It was about chasing freedom, because after 40, exercise is not just about aesthetics. My name is Anthony Scott, and for most of my adult life, I lived in a cycle of weight gain, dieting, and high pressure work. At 52, I reached 420 pounds and hit rock bottom. I fought my way back, losing 120 pounds through better nutrition, consistent movement, and total lifestyle reset. But even after all that progress, the truth is, my body still hurts. Here's what nobody tells you. Losing weight doesn't erase years of damage. I thought I was doing everything right. I focused on strength training 4 days a week in the gym. Chest, back, legs, twice a week. I could bench press 285 pounds for 3 sets of 10. I could push up to 500 pounds on a glute max machine. On paper, I was strong. People said I looked good, but reality, I couldn't raise my arms over my head without shoulder pain. I couldn't stand up without pushing off of my thighs. My back was killing me. My knees were shot. I even did a video about my knee pain and about how one day I might need a knee replacement. That's where I was. I had dropped the weight, yes, but my mobility was gone. And that made me sedentary at a time when I thought I should be running around the house, celebrating and moving because I lost 120 pounds. I needed help, and I found it in a physical therapist trainer. He didn't tell me to go harder. He asked, what hurts? What's holding you back? And what do you want that body to do? And then we rebuilt from the ground up. I learned how to breathe properly, how to activate muscles I hadn't used in years, how to move without bracing against pain. We didn't do burpees or box jumps. We did hip openers, glute bridges, deep core work, resistance band movement, and that humbled me in the best way. We added low impact cardio, rowing, incline walks, short air bike sprints, and I tracked everything with my CGM and Whoop, strain, sleep, recovery, so I knew when to push and when to throttle back. By week 2, things started to shift. I could sit without adjusting every 2 minutes. I stood taller, walked smoother. I wasn't so exhausted by 3 p.m. By week 3, something wild happened. I was craving movement. Not because I had to, because I wanted to. I started walking after dinner, standing during meetings. I was reclaiming space, not just physically, but mentally. By week 4, the scale showed I'd lost 15 pounds. But that wasn't the real win. The real win was this. I wasn't afraid to bend down and pick something up. I wasn't bracing every time I stood. I had energy to show up for work, for relationships, and for myself. Even after losing 120 pounds, I still had damage in my joints, in my spine, and my mindset. And that damage wasn't just physical, it carried shame, frustration, and fear. Working with him didn't just fix what was broken. It reminded me I'm not broken. It gave me confidence to keep going and the wisdom to slow down when I needed to. And now, I still strength train, I still do Pilates. I still do cardio, but I do it differently. I move now because I can, because my body finally says yes after years of saying no. And here's the thing, the most overlooked aspect in your health journey is building muscle, which also needs a different approach if you're over 40. Watch this video where I show you the approach to building muscle after 40.